What's up? Welcome back to Melvor Idle Adventure Mode. We are on episode 18. In the last episode, we were working on money grind for unlocking skills. And I was sitting there debating through the week. What I was doing what I was doing last week was sitting here on thieving, and I was thieving the king, and he had, I don't know, between 1 and 7,000 gold per theft, plus all his other crap. So it was taking me pretty much a week or whatever to build up enough cash to be able to do anything, to unlock another skill. And I was looking at that, and I'm like, man, it's going to take a while to unlock these last two. So I could either come into this week with a video that just says, well, I ground out a bunch of gold and bought this, just doing the same exact method over again. Or I tried looking it up. I can't remember who did it, but somebody put a comment on that said there is a synergy in here that is between, I can't remember which one it is now. I think it's between thieving and crafting. It's the monkey one. I think the monkey one's crafting. But you basically get this tablet, and it auto sells garbage items for like 1,500% markup. So I was like, that's pretty cool. Except for the flaw is that I need crafting, and I haven't unlocked it yet. But I was sitting there thinking about it, and I was debating on how I wanted to proceed forward. So there's a small flaw in my logic here. I should have got that other skill unlocked, but whatever. So at any rate, I'll do fletching that way. It's no big deal. So at any rate, I had summoning unlocked. I unlocked a few whatever other skills I had in the last video that I showed off, and then I know I unlocked summoning because that's the last one I did. I'm pretty sure of it. So I was sitting there staring at this, and I'm like, do I really want to continue forward with the thieving method that I was using, just straight up stealing from the king, or do I want to do something different? And I got this comment here from Kevin Becker, which is an awesome comment. This thing is really detailed. I don't know that I'm going to do everything in this, but it's the leprechaun and monkey tablets. So thieving and crafting. Of course, then he goes on to detail a whole bunch of other stuff, for the various aspects of this money generation. And basically what you're doing is making the tablets and then gearing up for it and everything. He's saying you can get between 15 and 16 million gold per hour, which is phenomenal, because I think I was getting about 6. And the funny thing is, what I think is kind of amusing, is the one thing that I thought was the most useless last time was this knight. And apparently that's how you're supposed to do this method here, because all this stuff is just garbage, and it auto sells all of it for you for pretty decent money. So the thing that became the most useless is probably now going to be one of the most useful. If you get your synergies and your agility and everything set up. I did redo a bunch of my agility because I decided so I'm going to do that, but I need to unlock crafting first. That was a small oversight on my part. But I also decided that I was going to, if I'm going to do all these skills, then I'm going to go for the max skill cape. And I'm pretty close on some of this stuff. You go up onto the combat skills. I'm very close on attack, and, defense is going to get there pretty quickly. And then it's just ranged magic and finishing Slayer off. No big deal. But then I've got all these other ones. And the max skill cape is pretty handy. You just equip it and you've got it for all your skills. I don't plan on this being a completionist account. I don't care about getting all the little masteries and stuff. But certain things like the all skill cape would be very handy. You don't have to switch your capes out. You just put the one on and you're good. So if I'm going to go for all of that, I keep finding myself reaching for the fire making skill cape to get that extra little boost, but I don't have the damn thing because I've never unlocked it. So I reassigned, I think I left that one where it is, but I reassigned this stepping stones obstacle 3 so I could get the fire making and wood cutting down. Let's see, I think I redid the mud crawl on obstacle 4 because I think that was, this used to be coal stones. And I think I redid tree climb because this used to also be the mountain climb. No, I'm sorry, not the mountain climb. The rooftop run, because it was the thieving. gold from Thieving. So these two definitely got changed because it gives me Herblore Mastery and then Global Skill and Global Mastery XP. Getting some negatives off of it. I took the one for Summoning, Interval, and XP. Then there's this one here, this lovely Jog. Get this Global XP. I think I left this one the same. This Ice Jump, this number 9, I always leave it what it is. I could go for this one, but I don't have the magic for it, because then I could get a little bit extra mastery. The masteries do help in some regards, depending on the skill. It reduces the number of items needed, like especially on summoning it. The higher your masteries, the better you are. Certain other things are, all helps out. This one I can't take, but it would be the global mastery one anyway. So, but I need level 99 fire making and wood cutting, which I don't have either one. So can't do that one yet. And I switched over to generosity. Well, I left generosity because it's got this gold. I don't feel like changing this thing. For one, I don't have, I do have the stuff. Maybe it's my other account that I don't, but I didn't really see the need of changing this one. I could change it to skilling, and offset some of the negative farming yield. It gives me some mastery XP, but then I don't know, these others aren't that, I mean, they're good, but I don't know that I want to, I get extra bank space and some global gold. This thing switching back and forth costs a ton of money. So I don't really know that I want to blow that much money changing it, because I'm going to change it back to do some thieving, and having that ability to just thieve at any time with decent money is good. Switching these back is, a few $100,000 to get this. Is it this one? Yeah. A few $100,000 and some lobster. No big deal. You know what I mean? Like, this is even cheaper, and just some salmon. So like lobster and salmon's all it takes to switch these two, versus 50 million plus 10,000 gold and silver. So I'm not going to change those around, but I reassigned some of this stuff here, basically so that I could get more, the interval reductions for wood cutting, fire making, things like that, the extra skill XP. If I'm going to go for all this, I'm just going to blast off and go for it. I am currently trying to get summoning to level 90. If you get summoning at level 90, you get the devil and the dragon familiar, and I think it's the devil one is the one for fire making. It reduces the fire making interval, so it makes it go by faster. I thought, you know what, let's go through and get that done, because I want this done as quickly as possible. We're down to 7.56 seconds. I did let this run for a little bit. I think I was at 75, and now I'm up at level 78. So I did a little bit of this, and I was like, you know what, I really need to get this summoning up. So basically what you see that I've been doing is running through the various tablets that I could get and putting them together. I've actually been tinkering with the synergies. I got to complain. The first one I got about this tip about using the crafting and thieving tablets together for that synergy was saying that I don't really use much of the synergies, and I honestly don't. I've never really found much value in them, but some of these are really good. Some of them it's hit or miss. So I have been trying to incorporate more of those. So if I have one, I kind of think you get more XP. Maybe you double the XP, because when you get one of these to fire off as a synergy, you get XP for both. I'm talking about XP for summoning. I'm not sure. Of course, I say that now, and I don't have any stuff on for combat. I should work on getting these created, because I could be making XP right now. Yeah, I need to do that. So I'm working to get summoning to level 90, because then I can get the one for fire making, get that tablet running. There's so many things to do. I really need to start working on these, or get these other ones unlocked, which would be strength, and I guess I thought there was more of this. Yeah, I just need to create the tablets. Yeah, some Slayer stuff should pop up soon here. I could turn prayer on and work on getting those. Suppose I could do that too, yeah. Maybe I should. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to do right now, is to get the summoning. I need 11 levels. That's it. That's all I have to do. The reason I'm stopped in doing combat right now is that I only have the hats and boots for the necromancer gear. I am capable of purchasing the bottoms, but I don't have the money for. I don't have the Slayer coin, and I don't have the Slayer coin for the necro robes when those come up. So at level 90. So what I'm planning on doing, I need to take a little detour and make some tablets. But what I plan on doing is getting up enough Slayer coin to buy both of these. And then when I hit level 90, I can buy that. I'll be able to craft a ton of tablets and get my fire making going. That's going to be the next thing I work on is fire making. So all of this other stuff that I've been working up here and there has been geared towards leveling up summoning and getting my fire making rolling. Because once I get fire making done, I can equip my skill cape, and then I can blow through rune crafting, herb lore, finish off summoning, finish off the rest of these. You know, it'll be much, much better. Let's see here. I did. I died a few times. This wasn't fun. So I was sitting there and I thought, you know what? I need to finish fire making off. So how about I go in and beat the Fire God dungeon, which I did. Great idea. So Into the Mist is available now. I just need to get a high level of Slayer. Except I died a few times doing that. That kind of sucked. So the first time, I don't know what happened. I fumbled on my heel or something. I was right at the boss. I had his health bar down to like somewhere in this neighborhood. Like he was he was dying. It was no problem. I had no problem with the fight. It was, I manually healed through some of it. I was running my ranged account, I shouldn't say account, but I was running my ranged gear, which isn't all God gear, but it was workable. You know what I mean? Like I could get through the fight. But something happened between hitting the enter key and clicking on the health. Something fumbled and he died. And it was like, I was like, oh shit. All right. Didn't lose anything. And then I ended up dying 2 more times. I died twice, and it was the third time that I got through the dungeon. So 3rd time's a charm. But the second time, I was working on my hardcore account on my laptop, and I looked away and looked back, and he hit me with Cataclysm, and I was done. I was like, well, shit. I missed a heal. I fumbled it. And then so the 3rd time I was really focused on it. I'm paying attention. I'm like, I cannot die. I want this done. So because I've done that, I now have the fire making, this thing here, the Art of Control. Gives you reduced cooking, fire making, and smithing interval. I was basically right there and could do it. I just finished it off. So I've got all of the interval reduction skills that you can buy for completing the God dungeons. I have Into the Mist unlocked and ready to go. I don't know when I'm going to attempt this exactly. I'm going to try to get all these other skills done and gear up for it. I definitely need to hit all these other dungeons up first. I need to get a whole ton of other things done. I need to get the Infernal Claw, which means beating the Infernal Stronghold a few times. So there's a lot of combat and things ready to do. There's a lot of skills that need worked on. But that is where we are, and that's what we're doing. I'm pretty pleased with the way everything's going. I kind of dig this little detour we're taking. I didn't really anticipate getting all the skills. In fact, I was going to try to see how far I could get without some of these skills. You know, maybe get herb lore and rune crafting to make life a little easier. But I'm already knocking on the door having all these things here, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock them. Work on these Slayer tasks. These are going to be easy. It's going to take a while to get the Slayer coin up, but you know, it is what it is. We'll get this taken care of. We'll get I'll get this skill unlocked, and then I'm going to try this money-making method for fletching. I know it's going to be like kind of a waste for one skill, but if I can take 3 or 4 days worth of grind down to like 2 or 1.5, that's going to be awesome. So, and it would be useful if other people are looking for a money-making method. You know, this is something to test here, especially with the way thieving has been reworked, and with all, you know, back in the day when I first started playing, money-making was more along the lines of, I can't show it, but you'd smith up the dragon, oh God, I can't think what they are. They're not bolts, but the spears, the dragon spears or whatever. that was a good moneymaker. Selling off or fishing up whales and stuff. I mean, those kinds of things were the moneymakers. And now with all these new skills that are added, there's even more money to be made, and pretty good methods. In fact, I think somebody did mention that one of the best money-making methods was to pickpocket the princess and take these jadestone gems that drop and turn those into jadestone bolts and then sell that off. So that's probably, I think, supposedly maybe the best money-making method, but this thieving from the night should be pretty good too. Hopefully. We will see. So that will do it for this episode, and I have no idea what we're doing for the next, or where we're going to be for the next one. I'm working on this summoning gear. I'm going to work on fire making. I don't know how long fire making is going to take. I'm not trying for individual masteries. I'm just trying to get the thing at level 99. I may try and get this mastery bar all the way to 95. That's going to be a long ass grind, and I don't know that I want to do it. But I might, just because it gives you increased global mastery XP. So I won't have any of these at 99, I don't think, because these give you a 0.25 as well. But at least having that would give an additional global mastery in addition to the cape. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. That will do it for this episode. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.